love myself so much. I love myself so much. Or maybe I love myself too much. I love myself too much. Or maybe I love myself so much. I love myself so much. Or maybe I love myself too much. I love myself too much. Or maybe I love myself so much. Okay, hey, it's LaJoie. Welcome to my channel. And I think I'm gonna start saying that, and that's it. Because really, I'm here to test, is YouTube really all about just being yourself? Okay? Because if it is, all you need to know is that my name is LaJoie, and that's it. But first of all, thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching this video. I really appreciate it. Y'all are amazing, and thank you for liking and subscribing. And if you haven't clicked the subscribe button yet, it's okay. It's okay. But I know you will by the end of this video. Okay, so let's get into it. This week has been one of those weeks, okay? And if you are watching this in the future, this probably still applies. Like, it has just been one of those weeks that's just like kind of, I don't know, it's like God completely turned, ooh, just like that dog, turned my head upside down and was like, you need to pause, you need to rethink what we doing, and you need to just basically stop thinking and start being. And, you know, sometimes that can be a challenge, you know, if you allow it to be a challenge. But really, I think the important thing to take away from this is sometimes you just need a pause to be, okay? Pause to be, not pause to think. And even though I did my 3 days of meditation last week, you know, I didn't pause to be. And this morning, or actually a couple days ago, a friend of mine, she kind of reminded me, you need to be, like, don't think, don't try to think your way through this, or try to think your way through or to success, you know? Don't try to think your way to having a flourishing business. You just got to be it. Okay. And I feel like I've done a really good job of being it here on YouTube, but on Instagram, yeah, it's been slacking a little bit. You know, I know my IG is, it's giving hot mess right now. It's not giving hot mess, but it's giving like what we doing. And that's okay. That's okay, because, you know, I experimented. I did a little test the past couple of weeks. Did it succeed? No. But I tested it out and it's a failure. And so now hopefully that means that the next, you know, my next series of reels will be a success. But that being said, like, it's so important to pause. I think a lot of people, we're just not taught to pause. We're taught to think our way through any solution, through any problem. I feel like TV shows and kids shows do a really good job of this, right? Teaching kids, you have to think in order to get out of that problem. And sometimes that's the truth, right? But I feel like when it comes to like really living life, you got to let go and let God. I think that's really what it is, okay? And when you let go and let God, that means you are being in the moment, okay? You're not thinking your way out of a problem. You're not focusing on the problem, right? Because really when we start to think our way out of the problem, we're really just focusing on the problem and not really focusing on the solution, right? And it's so important to kind of bring awareness to this, right? Because I feel like life is all about the pause. And there's another video where I talks about this, how like, you know, relationships, couples, we're like kind of strands of DNA, right? We're both going up and down, but like in different ways. I wish I should have brought my little whiteboard out here to teach y'all, but I didn't. Oops. But anyway, when we have like 2 different strands, so it's like there's one couple here and the other one person here in the couple, right? When one person's going up, whether it's, you know, success, emotion, and actually there's PhD like doctors who talk about this, right? You never want a couple who, when one's emotionally stressed, the other one is with like 2, right? The other person is 2. Usually, and again, not saying it's impossible, but usually, you know, long-term couples, people who have been in relationships for decades, not years, y'all, decades, say that the trick is that when one person's emotions is up here, the other one's is down here. Meaning, you know, when the husband or wife is upset, let's make this simple. When partner A is upset, partner B is like calm, right? Or if partner B is really sad, partner A is not necessarily happy, but like is able to be there for partner B, right? That makes sense. So that's kind of how it works with relationships. So that's why I say the pause is so important, and to get comfortable with that pause is also really important, because when we are in relationships, there's going to be so many pauses. There's going to be so many points where, like, maybe partner A, is jobless or just lost their job, but partner B still has their job. It doesn't mean for partner A to like focus on like the problem of not having a job. It means for partner A to pause, take a break, okay? Chill. That's what it means. I mean, and I think when it comes to not just like relationships, but in life in general, when things aren't going your way, that's the best way to pause. But what I'm learning is that pausing isn't necessarily about doing the spiritual work. It's not necessarily about spending 3 days doing meditation, although that does help. It's not about doing a retreat for 2 weeks. It's literally about being in the energy of abundance, being in the energy of being in the energy of freedom. That's really what it is. And, even for me, it's hard to do that. It's really hard to do that. This is a beautiful, beautiful space. I love being in the Pacific Northwest. But, for those of y'all who know me, I'm a beach girl. I'm a beach girl, okay? Like, look, I was born in San Diego. I don't know if that really has anything to do with it, to be honest, but because I know people who like be living in beach areas and they never go to the beach, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? But I get it. I don't get it, but I understand. No, I accept. That's what I really mean. But I'm a beach girl. I love the beach. I love the ocean. I love being in the sun. Oh my God, I love the sun. The sun is like everything. So literally it is everything. But my point is, it's important to take a pause, because I think it makes you realize like what you have and what really fuels you. And then it's also an opportunity to kind of figure out, okay, I don't have all of these things that usually fuel me with life. How can I fuel myself with life with what I have, right? Okay, so for me right now, that means I got to go out into nature, because, ooh, honey, I'm telling you right now, if I didn't have this, then I truly would be probably not even on YouTube. I'll be crying in some room. Like, to be completely honest, like I need nature. And nature is like such a good reminder of what abundance is, of what life is, of what, like, why we're really here. It's a good reminder of reminding us who we are, right? Where we come from. We come from abundance, right? We are abundance, and we need to start embodying that. Okay? So what I want y'all to do right now is I literally want y'all to pause this video, set a timer on your phone for 1 minute. 1 minute, y'all. I think y'all can do 1 minute, okay? And I would even do like 1 minute and 10 seconds, because there's like a little like time between when you press the button and when when you're in it. But 1 minute, and just pause. That's it. And try to pause your brain, okay? So your brain needs to be turned off, but you just need to pause for a minute. You're not thinking about anything. You're not doing anything. You just pausing. That's it. That's what you need to do right now. So pause the video, do that. Okay, and we back. So please make sure you do that. So after you've done that exercise, that thing that you can do right now, doesn't matter where you are, it's 1 minute, okay? It's literally 1 minute. You're not meditating, just pausing. You're not doing anything, okay? Might be really difficult for some of y'all, but I think you can do it for 1 minute, okay? So after the minute, I want y'all to write down in your journal or on a sticky note, piece of paper, anything, what is the first thing that comes to mind? And I know some of y'all are like, that's just a minute. Like, this ain't really, it's not really going to do anything. If you need more time, obviously take more time. But I'm really saying 1 minute for the people who are like pausing for more than, who are giving me not a hard time, but like this might be the first time they do this. So that's for y'all. So that's something you can do right now, okay? But there's like so much depth in the pause. So we're going to get a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more philosophical at this point. So if y'all got what you needed from this video, that's okay. This is gonna be for, I was gonna say my homies, but like really, it's really for the people who know. Okay, if you know, you know. But one of the biggest things that I learned, you know, living in Southeast Asia, traveling through there, I learned so many different types of meditation. And there was a trick that I realized. This is after like probably 2.5 months, 3 months of meditating consistently and being like, I still have thoughts, like I don't know what to do, like all of these mantras that I'm using aren't really working, like kind of just going through the process of figuring out what my process is when it comes to meditation. So I was meditating with a really good friend of mine, and he actually practices more of the Tibetan Buddhist method. And he taught me a technique that he learned from his teacher, who was a master. It was a Buddhist master, which, you know, now that I think about it, I'm like, what does that really mean? But yeah, who was a monk, right? You could say a monk. So anyway, he explained to me that like they focus on the yin and yang symbol, but what they don't focus on, right? They don't focus on the two fishes. We're going to call it like that, right? Y'all know what I mean. They don't focus on the two fishes. They focus on the point in between the two fishes, right? So it's like you focus on, we're going to say yang. I don't know if that's correct, you know, but we're gonna say, so yang and then yin, right? And you go yang and then yin. You keep on going, probably yin yang, but anyway. So yin, yang. But what what his master told him was that you're not focusing on the yin or the yang. You're focusing on the point in between the two, right? So you go from yin, you focus on this point, and then you go to yang, and then you focus on that point. I'm trying to get my hand in here, but I think y'all know what I mean, right? That's the point, and for them, that's the point of God. That's the point of the universe. And when he explained that to me, I was like, oh, this gonna be easy. I don't know why I thought this. But anyway, I was like, this is easy. So then when I started meditating using that method, it actually cleared my mind a lot more. And I was like, this actually makes a lot more sense. So that's for all of y'all, okay, who know. But there's just so much depth in the pause, right? That's why it's so important to focus on that and to take moments in your life when you're focusing on that pause, because that's like God. That's when you're in alignment with God. That's when you're in it. You're in it to win it, okay? So, it's all about the pause and not that pause, okay? So get with it. Start to have more pauses in your life. Try to do it once a week. That's it. Once a week. That's all you need to do is once a week. One pause a week, 1 minute. That's it, okay? And see how it changes your life, okay? If y'all have any questions about this, please comment below. I'm happy to answer any of them, okay? I love y'all so much. Oh, I always forget to do this. Make sure to subscribe if y'all want free AirPods. I'm giving away 4 of them. Sorry, but, you know, I kind of forget about that. But you can also just subscribe just to learn more about me and really my journey to to myself, right? Okay, I love y'all so much. Peace.